There it is. That's the story of this football game. Spread them around pretty evenly. Greg Martin. Another punt. Dwayne Thomas bobbles the football. The Giants recover, I believe. Yes, it is. Bottom of the pile, number 58, Jim Files.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video, and welcome to the Gridiron. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you so much. If you give this video a thumbs up, or maybe leave a comment below, or possibly share this video, it would just mean so much to me. But just, anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. All right, well, the rumor mills are coming alive, shall we say. I've seen possibly Evan Engram being traded to the Bills. I also saw maybe to the Colts. And I think I guess it was last week when Zach Ertz went to the Cardinals. Now Dave Gettleman, what I heard was Jeremy Fowler, said that from ESPN, said that not only, I guess the Cardinals, were looking for a tight end, but the Bills and the Colts were as well, But, when the Cardinals, got Ertz, from the Eagles last week, the Eagles just, I don't know, beat us to the punch. Now, the thing is, it's kind of like, sometimes, I don't know, they got their heads, some teams got their heads so far up their own rear ends, they just don't realize when the season's kind of over or whatever, and they should really maybe start selling. Now, the Eagles at the time had 2 wins, The Giants only had 1, and the Eagles got rid of Ertz. Now, they had Goddard, too, They still got a very good young tight end, and, they were just trying to get rid of Ertz. That I know. But, the same thing with the Giants. They're not signing Evan Engram next year. They're not re-signing him, Why not get rid of him? This way, it even doesn't even so much look like you're trying to sell off the farm. If you're not going to sign the guy next year, get rid of him, Get rid of, and get something in return for him. Now, the Eagles, they sent Ertz off, all right. Back from the Cardinals, they got a 5th rounder, and then they got Tay Gowan, all right, who was a 6th round pick this last year from the Cardinals, Now, Tay Gowan had, in college, he had some nice numbers with PFF, but that's about the extent of it, But I'm saying, but the Eagles got something back in return for him. Now, the thing is that it's kind of like with Evan Engram. It's all a gamble. Now, he missed, parts of, the first couple of games this year, But with him, it's a gamble. Because it's like the longer you go, the only thing that's going to happen to him, unfortunately, it looks like his stock could maybe just keep going down as time goes by. Because either he's going to start dropping passes, let balls go through his hands and get intercepted. He's going to get hurt. He's going to do something to make his stock plummet. So try to get rid of him while you can and get something in return from him, even if it's a 5th rounder. Now, the Cardinals got Zach Ertz, who's going to be 31 on November 10th. Evan Engram just turned 27, so Evan Engram is younger, 4 years younger, Zach Ertz's numbers are better, and I don't know if, maybe under the right circumstances, Evan Engram can maybe have Zach Ertz types numbers, maybe, if he doesn't keep getting hurt. But maybe under the right system, He's not doing that with the Giants, So if you can get rid of Evan Engram, he's a younger, he's, his abilities, being a mismatch and all that, are still there. Why not get rid of him and get something in return for him? Now, the Cardinals, as I said, they were interested in Ertz, and they got him. But I said the Colts and the Bills have also been looking for the tight ends too. I don't know how these guys find this stuff out. Apparently, the Giants would have been in the market looking for cornerbacks. I did see that. But, I mean, with the Colts and the Bills, they're a little kind of different. I mean, the Bills are 4-2. Okay, they've scored 203 points. They've only given up 98. The Bills are scoring like almost 34 points a game. I mean, they're averaging almost 5 touchdowns a game. My goodness, okay. The Colts, on the other hand, you know, they're kind of like, I guess, in panic mode. They're 2-4, okay. They've scored 139. Not scoring a lot. They've given up 131. So they're kind of more in panic mode. It's kind of like, you know, we got to start doing something. If we're thinking about playoffs, okay, we got to start doing something now to help spark, to get something going here, okay, so we can get up, because they're 2-4. All right, you start losing many more games, you can almost kiss the playoffs goodbye. All right, so they got to start doing something to jumpstart their season, all right, and getting Evan Engram might be what they need. All right, now, obviously the Bills are definitely in the mix, okay, because they're tight end Dawson Knox, okay, it was Monday night against Tennessee. All right, he had like a broken hand. He's got like a bone in his hand, okay, that was broken, all right, and you can see that on the game. It was like a Philly special. He completed a pass to Allen. But you see, when he gripped the ball, all his fingers like weren't on the ball. He's kind of like, looked like it was like shoveled or shot putted it to him because there was something wrong. So now there was something, they found something wrong, obviously, and apparently he went under the knife on Tuesday. The game happened Monday night. The next day he went under the knife, okay? So he's out. He's going to be out for a little bit. Now he's done decently this year. He has 21 receptions. He's averaging 13.6 yards of reception, so he's doing good. And in 6 games, he's got 5 touchdowns. But it's kind of like almost by default, okay? Because I said the Bills are averaging almost 5 touchdowns a game. It's almost kind of like, it's like on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It's like, you get a touchdown, and you get a touchdown, and you get it. You know what I mean? It's like their offense is just so explosive. It's like, you know, with Allen back there, it's like, you know, there's plenty of touchdowns to go around. It's kind of like Knox. It's kind of like with like Schultz is like with the Cowboys. It's like you got Dak, you got that good offensive line, you got Zeke or Pollard running the ball back there. You got ABCD Lamb out there. You got either Michael Gallup or Wilson there, and you got Amari Cooper. You got so many guys. You know, everybody's paying attention to all those other guys, and just, I don't know. Yeah, Dak drops back to pass during the red zone, and there's Schultz. Hey, there's nobody within 5 yards of him. He catches the ball, he runs in for a touchdown. You know, it's almost by default, like Schultz or Knox, they do good because everybody else is paying so much attention to either Allen or Diggs. You know, I mean, they got the weapons. It's, you know, he's doing a pretty good start. Okay, not a phenomenal start, but he's doing a pretty good start. But he's going to be out, as I said, for 2 to 4 weeks. Now the Bills, okay, they have a first next year. They got a first round, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and they got 2 sevenths. So if you figure if the Eagles got in return from the Cardinals for Zach Ertz a fifth and a cornerback, I mean the Giants could hopefully maybe a fifth. I mean, if Evan Engram never got hurt, was very good at catching the ball, didn't have balls bounce off his hands for interceptions or dropping passes or this, that, the other thing, you know, I can definitely see us maybe trying to get maybe like a third for him. Absolutely. But he drops balls. Once again, this year he was hurt, as like almost every year. So, I mean, that's why if you can get a 5th rounder for him, you know, why not? I mean, the Giants have 10 picks next year. That's it. Let's get something in return for the guy, all right? Now, as I said, Knox had surgery, the tight end from Buffalo, all right? He had surgery, on Tuesday, all right, after their Monday night, their loss to the Titans. Now, he could be out 2 to 4 weeks. They could also put him on IR, and he would be out for at least 3 weeks, and they could bring him back. Now, the Bills, their backup tight ends, you know, this is where it gets a little iffy because the backup tight ends is Reggie Gilliam, okay, and then they got Tommy Sweeney, all right. So their backup tight ends are not exactly phenomenal, all right, but they are coming in. The Bills are coming into a soft stretch in their schedule, okay. the next 3. I mean, I wish the Giants could have. I mean, you know, a stretch like this. You know, the next 3 games, the Bills play the 1-5 Dolphins. Then they play the 1-5 Jaguars. Then they play the 1-4 Jets. I mean, are you serious? I mean, the Giants just played the 3-1 Cowboys at the time, or 4-1 Cowboys, and they just got done playing the 4-1 Rams. Then they got to play the 3-3, you know, Panthers. Then they got to play with the Bucks, 4-2. I mean, it's like, you know, and the Bills are playing the 1-5 Dolphins, 1-5 Jaguars, 1-4 Jets. I mean, it's like, jeez. So it's kind of like up in the air. It's like, you know, with the soft schedule they got, do they want to try to maybe ride it out? You know, thinking they should get at least 2 wins, maybe get all 3 wins, and they won't need Dawson Knox in there, and they can still win those games regardless. Or do they want to, you know, get Evan Engram, all right? Maybe trade a 5th rounder for him, and you got to do this before November 2nd, because that's when the trade deadline is over. Okay, so you got to do it by then. So I mean, it's up in the air, but the rumor mills are out there now. The Colts, okay. They're a little different story, as I said. Now, the next few games, they're playing the 2-3 49ers, but the 49ers are good. Okay? Then they got to play the 4-2 Titans. Then they got to play the 1-4 Jets. Then they got to play the 1-5 Jaguars. Okay? So they got some games there they can win. They got some games there they could lose. Now, as I said, the thing is that they're 2-4. They don't want to start losing too many more games, especially they're falling behind the Titans, who are 4-2. Okay? They're 2 games back. All right? So the Colts got to play the 49ers, then they got to play the Titans. So, I mean, if they wind up losing to the Titans, they could be 3 games behind the Titans, you know. So they're in a little bit different of a story. So for the Colts, you know, they definitely might want to, you know, think, you know, good, hard, and long, you know, about maybe trying to help Carson Wentz out, maybe get a tight end for him, okay? Because next year, the Colts, they either have a 1 or a 2, all right, which ain't going to have nothing to do with Evan Engram. It depends upon how many plays Carson Wentz plays. So it depends upon if the Eagles get the Colts' 1st round or 2nd round pick. But regardless, the Colts have a 3rd round, the Colts have a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. Okay, so the Colts certainly have some trading, you know, ammo. Okay, they can certainly trade for Evan Engram without question. All right, so, you know, today is, let's see, today is October 21st, so there's 10 more days, 11, you got 12 more days. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, it's also the same thing with Jabrill Peppers. I mean, it's like, I'm not reading anything or hearing anything, anybody wanting Jabrill Peppers, but it's kind of like, you know, he's been hurt. He had the, you know, the hamstring. Every time you see him in coverage, he's just, you know, he looks very sorry out there. So the Giants are kind of like hurting themselves more and more every time they let him go out there and play, because any kind of trade value he might have is just going down. So, you know, they'll be lucky to get a 6th or a 7th rounder for him. But anyway, what I'm hearing now, okay, is you got the Bills or possibly the Colts might be in play for Evan Engram. All right. So then, of course, now with the plethora, as Dan Deerdorf would say, of injuries the Giants have, the Giants signed Derrick Kelly, who's an undrafted free agent in 2019 from Florida State. Okay, they signed him to the practice squad. Okay, he's an offensive tackle. All right, but in 2020 with New Orleans, all right, he had 16 snaps. All right, at left tackle. Okay. And he had 16 snaps, and he played in 5 games. Okay, week 1 against the Bucks, he was in it. He had 3 snaps. Week 2 against the Raiders last year. Okay, it was all last year. He had 4 snaps in week 2. All right, week 3 against the Packers last year, he had 4 snaps. Week 4 against the Lions last year, he had 4 snaps. And then week 16 against the Vikings last year, he was in for 1 snap. Okay, he graded out at 64.2. Now, he would get 3 or 4 snaps. I don't know if that's just like they put him in on the goal line, maybe, or if he just goes in there for maybe a series and gives the other left tackle a breather. I don't know. I don't know how he manages to play like 4 snaps for 3 games, and another game he played 3 snaps. That I don't know. But he was in there for 5 games last year. Okay, and he graded out at 64.2, so a very small sample size. Okay, if the guy was that phenomenal, he wouldn't be on a practice squad. He'd be playing, especially because you got to look at now. We're 6 weeks into the season. There's so many guys. The Ravens lost Staley. He's out for the season. Okay, the Ravens are really, they've jumped on the injury train. They got a lot of injuries. So do the Giants. So do the Browns. You know what I mean? But you get into this time of the season. There's so many guys are injured. Some of the guys are out for the whole season. Anybody who can walk and chew gum and all of that is going to be like on a practice squad or something. So as the weeks go by, you're getting farther and farther and farther down to the bottom of the barrel, okay? And that's kind of what Derrick Kelly is. I mean, how long? The Giants are putting him on the practice squad, okay? So how long he's going to be there, who knows? But he's a body, and yes, he has a small bit of experience playing left tackle. Now, the Giants also talking about the practice squad. They got Benardrick McKinney, okay? And wide receiver, Travis Toivonen. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Toivonen. They put them on the practice squad. Well, they'll look for McKinney, hopefully, to come up quickly, okay? Because he was the former All-Pro 2018, all right? Very good tackler, all right? Hopefully he might help solidify the inside, linebacker, all right? He's not much in coverage, but he's very good at tackling. So hopefully look for him to come up and go on the regular squad, okay, the 53-man roster soon, okay? But Travis Toivonen, okay, he's an undrafted free agent out of North Dakota, okay, and he was drafted. The Seahawks wound up getting their hands on him, okay, this year, okay, in 2021. What I saw, he hasn't had any snaps so far this year. He is 6'4". He's 219 pounds, okay, so he's a nice size, nice, tall, nice target and all and everything. The thing is, I'm in North Dakota, okay, what I saw, he only has 339 snaps in college. It was like, I think it was 4 years, if I remember correctly. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up here real fast. See if I got him up here still. Oh, there he is, yeah. From 2016 to 2019, he was in North Dakota. 2016, looks like he had 47 snaps. 2017, he had 45 snaps. 2018, he had 51 snaps. And 2019, I guess when he was a senior, he had 196 snaps. His grade as a senior, he was a 66.9, okay? So, I mean, that's pretty much about, that's about the extent of it. As I said, guys, you're getting the bottom of the barrel, and it ain't going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. So those guys are headed to the practice squad, and possibly we got 12 days left to go, okay, before the trade deadline is over. So hopefully, maybe, possibly, Evan Engram will be on another team, and the New York Giants will at least get something in compensation for him. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time any day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo!